Autumn, and I'm 20 years old. Today I want to share my journey and how I found my faith to Jesus Christ. I am the youngest out of 5 siblings, and most of my life I've struggled with my faith, going back and forth between believing in God and doubting Him. When I was young, between the ages of 5 to 9, I felt a strong connection with God. My 2 older sisters would tell me that God isn't real, which would lead to heated arguments. I would insist that we should believe in God because we attended a Catholic school and we attended church, and that is what Grandpa would want. When I was 9, I stopped putting my faith in God. I struggled with the idea of being moved to a different care situation. I questioned why God would put me through such hard times and why He would separate me from my parents and siblings. From the next 10 years, I went back and forth between believing and not believing, praying sometimes and forgetting to pray other times. The one thing that I consistently believed in was that you had to have faith. In high school, my faith was really tested. I went through a tough time with depression, worried about my family's mental health issues, my father being diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and my mother struggling with depression, anxiety, and other medical problems. I often wondered what was the point if my life was going to be filled with constant worry about developing similar issues. I wanted to think more about God and Jesus, but the people around me saw my faith as a joke. I was ashamed to admit, but I often joked along them to fit in. After moving to a new place, I was eager to find a sense of community since I didn't have many friends. Over the last year, I joined the church and become part of a young adult group. Initially just to find friends. I hoped that my belief in God was strengthened, and as the weeks went on, I attended more sermons and my faith in Jesus grew stronger. Since I gave my life to Jesus, I've seen improvements in my life. My depression and anxiety have become more manageable. My relationships with my grandfather and my sisters have improved. I now know that God put those obstacles in my life to make me stronger, and that if He hadn't put those challenges in my life, that I wouldn't have become the person I am today. I want to express my gratitude to all of you for supporting me on my journey, especially Aaron and Ayla, who have taken the time to take me under their wing and to teach me about the Lord. Jeremiah 29:11, for all I know, the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. It's probably one of my favorite Bible verses because of the meaning I see behind it. I believe this Bible verse is saying that God has a plan for us and that the obstacles He puts in our way is not to harm you, but to give you a future and to work hard for it.